What is up, guys? It's your boy Nick Torius, back again with another video. So I'm back again with another video. So I'm talking about always look your best, right? So with that being said, like the video, comment below what you think, subscribe if you're new. Let's get into it. Woo! All right. So when it comes to like going out, you never know who you're gonna meet, right? Like you never know who you're gonna run into. Okay. You never know. It's so funny. Like every single time that I'm like relaxed, like anytime I'm just like just relax, something comes up to make me like boo. You feel me? So I'm like so I'm not relaxed, and it's like a test. It's like life always stays testing, bro. Stays testing. But yeah, it's always important to go out, and it's always important to look as good as you can, right? Because you only have one chance to make a first impression, right? No matter how much you change, no matter how many things in life goes on, the way that someone meets you is how they're gonna see you forever, right? So that's why it's always important to dress your best. A lot of times we wanted, like we're just going to like to like the Walgreens or like to Publix or the grocery store, like just to get something. We're just going to get something real quick. But then what happens is we go out and we're looking like shit. Like we're wearing pajamas, we're wearing slides, we're wearing like a tank top, white beater, whatever. And like that's not really the most impressive fit. You feel me? Like that's not the craziest fit you can put on. For me, at least. I mean, the thing is, when it comes to like getting girls and stuff, I go out, however, because I have confidence, right? I have confidence in myself that I don't really need to be looking the flyest. I have enough confidence that I could just wear whatever. Like I've gotten girls in slides, I've gotten girls in like basketball shorts and a white t-shirt, and like I've gotten girls in dirty clothes, right? The thing about when it comes to getting girls, if you look like a bum, and if you have bum tendencies, you can actually make the girl angry at you, right? A lot of times girls, for me, I mean, girls don't really get mad when I go up to them and talk to them, right? Like I never really get a bad. It's so funny because anytime a girl does give me a bad response, especially speaking right, and I be talking to them in English, and then it's so funny because I'll like talk to them, and then I realize they only speak Spanish, and I'll try my hardest to like have a Spanish conversation, like even like because those are like just boundaries, right? Because I wouldn't be like, oh okay, like sometimes I'll just be like, all right, whatever. But then sometimes I'll just be like, okay, let me try my best to have this conversation in Spanish, even though my Spanish isn't the best, right? I only speak poquito español. But yeah, you always want to make sure that you look the best if you don't have confidence, because of that, I've always heard growing up, that's why niggas be into fashion, right? They're like, oh, I was an ugly nigga, so I had to wear my best clothes, right? And your clothes say a lot about yourself, right? They say a lot about you. Like right now I'm wearing red. What does that mean? Valentine's Day. I'm just kidding. It's Valentine's Day is in 4 days, in case I'm watching this. I think 3 days. But yeah, you always want to look the greatest, especially like it's so funny because I was watching this TikTok the other day, and it was saying how like when you speak to people, a lot of times they'll ask you what you do, or you'll ask them, what they do, right? Because you're trying to size them up and see like how much respect should I give to you. And it's so funny because I notice myself doing that now, especially after seeing that TikTok. Because I mean, honestly, I feel like you only do that whenever you're talking to someone you don't really care for, right? Like if you're talking to someone that's not really that attractive, then they'll ask, what do you do, right? Like if you're not like super into them, I don't know, that's weird, right? And it's so funny because yesterday I was like talking to this girl, and then I asked her, what do you do? She's like, oh, I don't really have a job, I'm looking for a job. And then in my head I'm like, oh, she's a loser. And I'm like, no, don't say that, right? Don't think that. And because but those are just things that I always think, like subconsciously, because I'm an asshole. Right? But your appearance is important, because you can go up to a girl and then you look like a dweeb, she'll get mad because she's like, damn, this is the type of niggas that I'm pulling. These are the type of niggas that I'm attracting. That means there's something wrong with me. If a nigga like this thinks that he can go up to me, right? Like for me, you know, I have a lot of confidence, so I'm able to like go up to a girl because I understand, like, you know, I'm a tall ass nigga, I'm a muscular ass nigga, I'm a good looking ass nigga, right? So I have attributes that a girl would want, a lot of girls want, right? I know I'll make cute kids. I know I'll make desirable babies, right? Also, I'm very smart. So I understand these things about myself. So I know, okay, what girl would be stupid to say no to me, right? So it's easy for me to go to a girl and be like, oh yeah, what's up? You know, let me get your number, right? It's easy for me to just talk to, because I already know what I'm gonna say is gonna work. So I'm not afraid of that rejection, right? Even if I get rejected, I'm just like, okay, that's her loss. You feel me? Also, you know, like right now I don't have a haircut. It's so funny because my homeboy was a barber, and he would always say, you don't need a haircut to get girls. That's just a social construct, right? But it's funny because it's a lot easy. I don't know. It's not a lot easier for me to get girls when I have a haircut, but I feel better. Right? I feel better about myself. I feel like I'm worthy. I feel like, okay, I'm worthier now since I have a haircut to go to girls. And especially I get a lot of compliments. So the thing is like, I'm just like, okay. Because I know I'm conditioned to basically only be loved when I have a haircut, right? Because I feel fresh. I'm like, okay, I look good. But I could pull a girl, like there's times I'm like, oh, I'm not going to get a haircut this whole week. And I still get girls, right? I mean, yeah, because the thing is, you know, I also realized haircuts aren't for dates, right? Like, I don't even be getting haircuts for dates. Like, if I'm like, oh, sometimes I do, not gonna lie. But then I'll be like, oh, you know, the girls, haircuts are for attracting the girls first, right? Like, as long as you're attracting the girl, like, if you have a haircut, it's for attracting the girl. Like, oh, look, I'm meeting you and this is my first impression of you, right? But if you already know the girl and she's agreeing to go on a date, you don't need to get a haircut. She don't deserve it. Hold on. She don't deserve the haircut, right? She don't deserve it because what if she flakes on you? Then you would've got a haircut for no reason, and you get all excited. But she's like, I lost my appetite, right? So you know, so you don't need to get fresh. Like girls don't deserve. Only get fresh for your girl or a girl that's consistent. You feel me? Like if a girl's not consistent, don't be getting a fucking haircut for her. She don't deserve it. The only girls that deserve a haircut are girls that you've never met in your life. The girls that you've never met before are the ones that deserve it. Yeah. So with that being said, you know, always make sure you're taking care of your appearance and all that. Like the video, comment below what you think. Subscribe if you're new. And if you have any questions, just DM me on Instagram at Torius at 6 Feet Interviews. Make a video talking about your questions. Also, don't forget to subscribe to my Patreon and to donate to my charity, Hand on the Mountain. Link in the description. That means I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace.